Hello and welcome to the Brentwood Public Library's craft program. I am DJ, one of the librarians here, and today we are going to be building a harp. What you're going to need for this is a right-handed guitar tuner, the included twine, some washers, the nuts and bolts that you will need to put it together, as well as the base of the harp. I also recommend having a screwdriver on hand so that you can fasten everything in properly. Now, what we're going to start with first is the guitar tuner. You want to make sure that you don't misplace any of the parts when you pour it out onto your table. And next, we're going to put the guitar tuner in through this hole. You'll see here that it should line up with this tinier hole here. We are going to secure the tuner in place with this screw. And it should screw in pretty nicely. Very little effort. Okay. Next, you're going to want to screw on this top bit here, and not forget to put in your washer before then. Now, very simply, we have all of these tinier holes in the back, and that's going to be where we put each of these, as well as the washers. So we're going to once again pour them out onto the table, making sure not to lose any of the pieces. And I like to start by putting the nut into the back, resting my finger on it, and attempting to screw it in through the top. We're also going to want to make sure to place a washer on each of these. Okay. So let me see if I can even get this on. Alright, so now you'll put the washer on top, and we'll run the bolt through it. Okay, so I could recommend using a small Allen key or a socket screwdriver for this portion. You could also use pliers. Alright. And we're just going to mount all of these in. And now we'll cut. Alright, so now you've put in all of the washers, and you're going to want to put this last one in about halfway with no washer before we move on to the next step. So here we have our base harp, but we're going to need strings on it. I've pre-done this string with a knot at the end. So make sure you make a big enough knot so that it doesn't get pulled through, and make sure it is tight enough that it doesn't come apart on you. And we're going to start by threading the line in through this hole on the back. It should be the one empty hole you have left. And while it's nice and tight, you want to pull it through every washer. Just going around each one until you get to this last bit here. Bring it all the way around, and now you're going to put it through this tuning peg. And the tuning peg is where we are going to tune the instrument. So all you have to do is give yourself enough slack with it and start twisting it in whichever direction you want. I prefer going righty-tighty. And now you can see the string will be tightening to a point where we will be able to play this instrument. We're starting to get somewhere. So now we can cut off this loose end here, and you have your harp. But you're going to want to tune it maybe a little bit tighter until you get the right pitch. And it's fishing line, so it's made to be durable. So don't worry too much about snapping it. We give you a little bit extra just in case you need it. All right. And now after you have tensioned the string to your liking, you can attempt to play it. And you have your harp. This has been a Brentwood Public Library craft, and I hope you enjoy it.